What's up, guys? Hey, today I'm going to do something somewhat controversial. I'm going to put these 1 1/4 spacers on my Toyota 4Runner. Let's do it. All right, so you might be asking yourself, why on earth are you going to put those spacers on your Toyota 4Runner? And I just don't like how far in the tires sit. I want it out that way to have a more aggressive look. And I'll tell you, I watched another channel. His name is TRD John. He did this exact spacers, exact size, and I love how it turned out. So that's when I decided I was going to do the same thing. So this is your before. This is your before shot of this 2020 Toyota 4Runner. All right, so before we get to work on this thing, I'm going to go ahead and unbox these spacers so you can see what's in the box. These box, there's 2 in each one. Wheel spacer and adapters, SpiderTrax wheel spacers. I've already opened them up just because I wanted to make sure that everything was there and the way it should be. But when you get these, it has a security seal, and you know, obviously you don't want that thing to be cut open before you cut it open. So I cut these seals open. So let's see what we got here. All right. Again, these are for the Toyota 4Runner 1 1/4 inch spacers. Has a nice dense foam here to keep it protected, and they also send you this red Loctite. And then it's got your foam here, the centerpiece, and then your other spacers right there. These really feel solid and very high quality. Almost, it's not rubber, but it almost feels like a rubber coating. And then here is the lugs that are going to go into these inset holes here. Those will get cinched down on your regular lugs, and then these are the new lugs that you're going to attach the tire to. Inside the box, you also get a SpiderTrax off-road sticker, and you also get a manual here. And the manual, do this one hand, it gives you very good directions on how to do this, as well as the torque specs. So we're going to be torquing these down to 90. We'll be torquing them down to 90 and then take it out for 50 miles and then come back, set your torque wrench to 80 and make sure that they're all where they need to be. If you do that, if you properly torque these things, the people that are pro spacers say that you won't have an issue with these at all. In fact, I saw one guy, he has 100,000 miles on his. So I think that's pretty good. Another guy had 50,000 miles on his. And then you got the horror stories, you know, of people that don't do it proper. Now, one important thing to point out here is these are hub centric. So it's not just the lugs that's supporting. This actually goes over the hub. So it's supported, it's actually supported by the hub itself as well. So, you know, cinching it down on those lugs, supported by the hub, I'm very confident that it's going to be just fine. Also, this is just a temporary solution. As soon as those KO2s wear out, I will be ordering -12 method wheels and probably the Baja Boss Mickey Thompsons like I had on my last truck. So with all of that, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, what it says to do next is to put red Loctite on these lugs. I'm not going to do that yet. This is basically a test fitment because I'm going to see how much clearance that I have. You know, am I going to be rubbing too much? Because I may have to go ahead and do a body mount chop to make this work, which I was going to do anyway. You know, when I get the method wheels, that's the plan anyway. It's no big deal. I can cut. I have enough metal out in the shed. I can make my own body mount chop piece here and do that. I'd rather not have to do that yet, but we will see. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, cinch everything up, the 90 foot torque, what is it, 90 foot torque pounds? Yes. And we will do that. We'll put the wheel back on, and then I'm going to turn the wheel left and right all the way and see what kind of clearance issues I have, if any. Okay, see how it's cradling the hub here? That's what's called hub centric. So it's going to be sitting on this hub and also cinch down 6 different lugs. All right, guys, what an improvement. Check this out. I'm going to show you the other side, which I haven't done yet. So this is the year before. Okay. And this is after. Look at that, huh? What a difference. That's what I'm talking about. Way better. See, this one hasn't been done yet. It's sucked up into the fender. But if you look down the way there, just a little bit of poke. And I mean, this tread line is pretty much in line with the fender edge here. That's right where we want it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in, start it up, and I'm going to spin the wheels, or spin my tires right and left. I'm going to see where it's rubbing. Just needs a little. Oh, yep, that's the body mount there. So at full lock, it's definitely touching that body mount. So I will have to do a body mount chop. Now, will this work if I don't go quite full lock? Absolutely. Let's see what we get on the front side. See, on the front side, it's not touching anything. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so it's this guy right here. Okay, with that, I feel very comfortable with putting the spacers on with the red Loctite. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back off, pull the spacer off, do the red Loctite, and just do the whole process over again. And then I got 3 more wheels to do it on. There. Boom. Okay. 1 down, 3 to go. All right. Now we got to torque it to 90 pounds. Torque these to 85. Cool, let's put it down and see what we got. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. That's the body line that you want. That is the perfect amount of poke sticking out. Digging it. Digging it. There you go. Okay. Here's your overhead. Now, as a reminder, this side hasn't been done. Okay, overhead. After. Very good. Way better. I think about anybody would agree. Way better. I'm going to pull it out, flip it around, and do the other side. There we go. Oh. sweet. Okay, I'm gonna let her down. Okay. Okay. Now that I got the full weight on it, I'm gonna go ahead and just one more pass with that torque wrench, just to be on the safe side. But it doesn't hurt. Okay. That is a job complete. Now, I say job complete. I have to put 50 miles on this. I got to take the wheels off, go back into those spacers, and set that torque wrench to 80 pounds and go back through them and make sure that, you know, nothing worked its way loose. So that's what's going on. But man, oh man, what a difference. You know, to some of you, it might not look like much of a difference, but for the guy that owns this and looks at it every day, it's definitely a huge difference. So much better. That's how it should look. Right straight from the factory. That's how it should look. Goodness gracious. So much better. So much better, guys. Super stoked. Okay. By the way, I will put links, I will put the link in the description for these SpiderTrax spacers. Again, these are the 1.25 inchers. And as you can see, you know, it's not a ridiculous amount of poke. It looks just right, just the way it should. I'll put the link in there so you guys check it out if you want to. I think that it was like after tax and everything, it was 319 bucks. Not too shabby for making your rig look, I don't know, 15% better maybe? I don't know. It's in the eye of the beholder, I guess. Anyways, thanks for coming along with me on this, guys, and we will catch you on the next one.